Welcome back to Navigating Postpartum Wellness podcast, where motherhood and wellness meet faith, presence, and honest conversations. From Navigating Postpartum Wellness Media, we unpack the real work of motherhood beyond the highlight reels. I'm your host, Jaree Williams, writer, founder of Navigating Postpartum Wellness Media, and a mom of two. This space is for every mom who's carrying the weight of expectations but choosing to build softer, sustainable rhythms of wellness. Together, we'll talk about the inner work, breaking cycles, finding balance, and leaning into God's vision for your life. Because you're not just raising kids, you're raising the standard of living. If you have ever felt overwhelmed but deeply called to more, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. I wanted to talk about something that sounds light on the surface but actually takes a lot of mental energy. It's finding your style as a mom, especially when you're home most of the time, especially when you care about quality, especially when you're trying to be intentional with your budget. Because there's this weird in-between season a lot of us are in. You're not trying to dress like you're outside every day, but you also don't want to look like you've completely given up just because you're at home. And navigating that takes time. I know for me, I'm mostly home. That's just the reality of my life right now. Unless I'm out like we're doing our activities or doing something that doesn't require me to be fully dressed up all the way. But I also don't want to look like I'm just in the house all the time, right? And that creates this tension because I'll see pieces I really like, trending styles that actually fit my personal taste, and I'll just think, I love this. But where am I going to wear this? When am I getting dressed up? Does this even make sense for my life right now? So you're learning how to hold two things at once. Dressing for the life you actually live while still honoring the woman you are. And that's not something you figure out overnight. Another layer that comes with this is wanting quality pieces. If you decided you don't want fast fashion, whether it's Shein or anything similar, then you have to accept something up front. Your wardrobe is not going to come together fast. Quality costs more. And if you're on a budget, even if you're not struggling, you still have to be conscious. So what that means is you build slowly. You don't buy everything in one season. You don't chase every trend. You make a list. Staple pants, staple tops, shoes you can wear multiple ways, layers that actually make sense for your lifestyle. And you're like, what is this actually called? It's called a capsule wardrobe. And then you mix and match with your staple pieces. And then the trendy pieces that you like, you buy with time. And then you can use that to add that little flair, or you want to say like a razzle dazzle to it. There's also the practical side nobody talks about. When am I supposed to try this stuff on? That's where I get stuck at sometimes, right? Just overthinking stuff sometimes. But because online shopping is convenient, but because I'm petite, I like to try stuff on. Like I bought some what are those called? Wide leg trousers, petite size. And those are dragging. I have to go get these hemmed. So I'm like, I like to go back. I like to do old school. I'm going to go to the store, try the stuff on. But sometimes you really want to feel the fabric, see how it hangs on your body, try it on in real life. And that takes time. Time to go to the store, time to walk around, time to actually be present instead of rushing. Because when you're rushing, you're going to buy something that you really didn't like, but you just thought in the moment, like, oh, that's cool. But then when you put it on, you're like, I don't like this. Trust me, I've done it before. That's something I'm actively working on, making space for that instead of saying, I'll do it later. And it's not just me. I'm revamping my wardrobe, my husband's wardrobe. We're working together on that. And the kids' wardrobe that we're working on together. We're stepping into a different season as a family. And mentally, that can be a lot. Because kids grow fast. They come out of winter jackets and suddenly, they need their shorts for spring and summer. Shoes don't fit. They outgrown them during the winter. Nothing from last year works. So you're constantly rebuilding their wardrobe. Meanwhile, as parents, we're like, do I even have socks? Why am I always making sure everyone else is covered? Not because we're struggling, but because we're prioritizing. And, for me, it's like, I'll look for socks. I'm like, I need to get some socks. But then you go to the store and come back like, oh, I need to get any socks. So it's like, sometimes you just forget, which is why I'm grateful for Amazon. But then I'm like, sometimes I just like going to the store and picking out the things that I want in person. And sometimes that means we put ourselves last without even realizing it. It just happens. What's helping me with this right now, I have a list of staple pieces. I'm not buying impulsively, and I'm building intentionally. So that's why it's taking me some time, because I'm over here like, let me do some research. Let me see what actually pairs with what I'm looking for. So that's why I want to be very intentional. The kids' clothes rotate fast. That's reality. But my clothes, I can keep them for years if I choose well. Same with home decor. Same with furniture. Same with everything we're slowly curating. Nobody tells you how expensive quality actually is, though. But nobody tells you either that you don't have to rush it. And I've been learning new ways to approach all of it. Clothes, home, lifestyle without pressure. When I really have it figured out, I'll come back and share with you all while I'm still in the middle of it, trying to get it to the other side. I'm in the planning phase, and now I'm going into the execution phase, and that's the part that's really taking me some time to figure out, because I'm very particular, so that's what takes me time. But I'm going to get there, y'all. And when I do, I'm going to come back and share about this journey with you. This episode feels especially timely because we're heading into spring. Kids are finishing up winter growth spurts. Closets are shifting. Layers are changing. And spring always brings this quiet invitation to reassess what still fits, what still feels like me, what do I want to carry into the next season. You don't have to reinvent everything. You just have to move with intention. So now, if you're in the season like I am, where your style feels unfinished, you're not behind. If your wardrobe is coming together slowly, that's okay. And if you're learning how to prioritize yourself without guilt, that's growth. Style isn't about keeping up. It's about alignment, and alignment takes time. Let me know what stage you are in with your style. Are you rediscovering your style? Are you in the middle of getting new pieces, or are you like, oh, I'm already there? Let me know, because I'm always interested. And until next episode. Thanks for spending time with me on Navigating Postpartum Wellness. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love for you to leave a review and check out the resources linked in the show notes, from quick wellness guides to my membership community, the Aligned Mama Collective, or better yet, come join me inside the Aligned Mama Collective, a space where moms like you are choosing faith, rest, and presence over hustle. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new conversation. And if this episode encouraged you, share it with a friend who might need it too. I'll see you next time.